Law of attraction in relationships. How to magnet your soulmate like root. How to magnetize your soulmate like root. Are you aware that this law of attraction actually works in every facet of our life? Most of the times I have been centering on money, 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 because after all, Bible say money answered all things. Even relationship, one of the things that fuels it and then that it kind of colors it and make it more pleasurable. It's actually money. If you don't have money to exchange gift, to perform the marriage rites, give birth and take care of the children, because the main purpose of relationships, especially when it has to do with opposite sex and you want to go by biblical ordinance, is simply to raise godly seed, have companionship, because God said it's not good for that man to be alone. So have you seen that even with their money it is not possible? But that does not mean that law of attraction, law of manifestation only work on money. It also work in relationship. It is going to help you to attract your soulmate. So if only you follow me to the end of today's video, I will be sharing with you how you can actually use the law of attractions in relationships and in order to magnet your soulmate, get proposal and get married, because Bible said it's not good for that man to be alone. What God says is bad. And my prayer is that God will send you angelic assistance that will connect you to your soulmate and you get married, as many that are willing and also capable to get married in this season. You will never make mistake in marriage in Jesus' name. So welcome back to Awaken Mind Global. In this particular channel, I discuss with you how you can apply certain laws existing in this universe, like law of attraction, with biblical backups that will help you to attract whatever you want effortlessly, especially money and every other thing you need. So in today's video, we are sharing how you will use it to attract your soulmate and get married. So if this is the very first time you are finding yourself in this beautiful family, you are highly welcome. Please kindly hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so as to always get my next upload. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. So without wasting time, let's dive in. Do you notice the story of Ruth, Orpah, and Naomi, the mother-in-law? It happens that you can get it in Luke chapter 1. Naomi have to take the sons, Malion and Chilion, to another country because they were trying to escape from famine. And when they get to that country, the famine finally killed his own husband, killed Malion, killed Chilion, and their wives Ruth and Orpah were left alive with Naomi. And then when Naomi look back and see how life has treated her, she have lost everything, lost the sons, lost the husband, she now called Orpah and Ruth and now told them that it is time for her to depart and for them to also go back to their parents, seeing that the children that they came to marry are all dead, and that she is old, she can't give birth to another son for them to be able to get married and marry again. So the best thing is for them to go back to their parents. So if they have opportunity, they can still marry. As for her, she's returning back to her own home country. Orpah quickly kissed her mother-in-law and departed, but Ruth said something: "Wherever you go, I will go." That is to tell you, you attract what you are, not what you want. He said, "Wherever you go, I will go." According to Luke 1 verse 16, your God will be my God. Your people will be my people. She now used her word to define her destiny. That it means that even if I am going to marry again, I will still marry from among your people. I don't want to marry from my people. And you already know the story around Ruth. Ruth is coming from a defiled nation, incestuous nation, people that committed incest, that had carnal knowledge of their relative, that God said that even their 10th generation will not enter into his kingdom. But he resolved to follow the mother-in-law and use attraction to decide her destiny, that your people will be my people. Your God, that God we are serving in our land, I'm interested in your God. Magneted this woman. She followed the mother-in-law, and before you know it, Ruth ended up marrying Boaz, and Boaz, from their lineage, Jesus Christ of Nazareth was even given birth to. So what am I telling you? Spiritually, you attract what you are, not what you want. She have decided and make up her mind that she now belongs to the Jews, that she is with the mother-in-law, and that nothing changed that fact. Whether the person she comes to marry or not has died is inconsequential. What matters is that I now belong to the Jews. I am no longer a Moabite. I am now a Jewish woman, and therefore I'm following my mother-in-law. Her loyalty to Naomi, when she get there, she did not become stubborn. She did not abandon that old woman to be suffering. She started feeding her, helping her, going to work, take her as her own. And by doing that, that act of good work, that woman now gave her a blueprint on what she can do, what is obtainable in her place, since she have decided to be part and parcel of her place, and she was able to attract Boaz, and Boaz now married her. One thing you should pick out is that law of attractions does not encourage laziness. Let's assume that Ruth went there and become lazy. The mother-in-law will be suffering. She wouldn't even be able to go and work, to give her food, let alone taking her as her own and caring for her. Do you think that she would have magneted Boaz, one of the richest king's men they have? And not just that, Jesus Christ of Nazareth from their root also came forward. It wouldn't have happened. So she put what she have in action and used it to magnet what she needed. And when she was going it, she didn't bear in mind about marriage. Let me tell you about law of attraction. Law of attraction work when you already feel that something is yours. But when you are feeling a kind of deficiency about anything, that this is not mine, somebody else is holding it, I am struggling to get it, because spiritually you magnet what you are, not what you want, you won't get it. Ruth was not carrying marriage on her head. She only say, my people is your people, my God, your God is my God. And you know that our God is impossibility specialist, will do anything. She was not feeling, I don't even have a husband. She's careless. She just followed this, my mother-in-law. And before you know it, God aligned that desire. She was not doing anything out of eye service. She was doing it out of selflessness from the heart of her heart. And God, who is great rewarder of them that diligently seek him, rewarded them. Just like Bible says, look unto Abraham, your father, and Sarah that bore you. They were alone when I called them and make them a company. You see Abraham aligned with Sarah, and from there, God promised them that they promised child will come through them. Come rain, come sunshine, that promised child come, because God doesn't fail. So that same God that said it's not good for the man to be alone, I'll make him a helpmeet, does not fail. All you need is belief, trust, and put the right type of action in the right places. For instance, always have self-reflection. Who am I? Identify your desired qualities. For example, Ruth knows that she's a hardworking woman and she is a lovable woman. I can actually take care of this woman as my own. She followed her sheepishly and did not go there to make a mess, to start following men up and down like some would have done. And then she was, out of humility, serving her and going to work to get what they will eat, and God did it. So now, when you have identified that your desired quality, that grace God has given to you, start putting it in action. Always imagine yourself in an ideal relationship. Visualization matters a lot. God told Abraham that look unto the stars. If you can count the number of the stars, that is your descendants, where he was giving him assurance of that is going to give him a promised child. and before you know it, you couldn't count it. That's why till today, all of us by covenant are children of Abraham. Why not always imagine yourself in ideal loving relationship instead of imagine yourself in the wrong thing? I believe that Upper imagine how she's going to suffer, no other man will marry her, how will I be a kind of single forever? Abeg, bye bye yo. She kissed the mother-in-law and vanished. But the other one did not even look at those things. She just see herself that she now have a new family, that your God is my God, your people are my people, and followed her sheepishly. Before you know it, God made it possible. Always improve the relationship you are in right now with gratitude and positivity, because you may not know where that relationship is taking you to. I am not talking about love relationship. I'm talking of people that are in your life. For instance, if Ruth was hostile to Naomi, was mistreating Naomi, doesn't care about Naomi, feeling that it's not her mother, that is another person, and that I'm just suffering here, she wouldn't have attracted Boaz. So those people that are around you might actually be a link to your partner. How do I mean? They may not necessarily recommend, but one thing may lead to the other. Somebody might come to visit one of them and see you. You may be working in the office, and relative of one of the office workers just showed up only to see you and become interested. If you have been hostile to that co-worker, if you have been misbehaving to that co-worker, if you have been flirting around in that office, you have lost that opportunity, because that person will convince the brother not never to marry you, or convince the sister. Likewise, I remember one of my cousin, how she got married is simply the roommate, her own roommate, when she was in school doing pharmacy. Then the brother of the roommate come to visit the sister and saw her and liked her. If she has been misbehaving in that school, the sister would have convinced her to marry her. Because you don't know where your destiny helper is going to come, one of the things that will help you to attract your rightful partner is positive action. Positive action and improve in the relationships around you, because your vibes determines your tribe. Those people around you, your classmates, your office mates, your neighbors, one way or the other, even your church members, might actually be a link to your life partner, just like Naomi was a link to Boaz that married Ruth. This is one reason why you have to be very careful of your actions and inaction, because your actions can actually bring that rightful partner to you. So my dear, I wish that every one of us that is single, believing God to get married, that in this season God will connect you to your life partners in Jesus' name. So write under the comment section, my right partner is coming to me speedily in Jesus' name. And it won't take time. We will hear your wedding bell. Bagam, bagam, bagam. So if you have not subscribed to be part of this family, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe, hit the bell notification so as to always get my next upload. Comment on this video, share it widely to everyone. My share be helping a lot of people. As it is so, may God bless you. So with this, I say enjoy your day. Bye-bye.